1970s gave us Santana igniting stages with Oye Como Va, Richie Valens' legacy echoing through every garage band dreamer, and Celia Cruz lifting spirits with her unstoppable saber. But that was only the beginning. From iconic anthems to overlooked gems, these are 10 forgotten, one-hit Latin wonders from the 1970s you need to hear. Number 10, Suavecito by Malo. They called it the Chicano national anthem, and at number 10, Malo's Suavecito glides in like a warm summer wind. Released in the early 1970s, the track came off their self-titled album and marked the band's brief but unforgettable moment in the mainstream spotlight. Legend has it the song nearly didn't make the final cut. Too soft, some argued, for a band known for horn-powered Latin rock. But once that opening guitar shimmered out of AM radios, every lowrider cruise from East LA to San Jose had its soundtrack. Picture it. Windows down, sunlight bouncing off chrome, couples swaying at block parties as the congas whispered underneath that silky vocal. Though Malo never matched this chart magic again, Suavecito still floats across generations, sampled, covered, and forever tied to Sunday afternoons and first kisses. If that was a slow breeze, the next one hits like a festival drumline. Number 9, Eres 2 by Mocedades. Number 9 gives us a Spanish ballad that crossed oceans and turned into an unexpected global sensation. Eres 2, released in 1973, was Mocedades' Eurovision entry. Even though it didn't win, it stormed U.S. airwaves with pure poetic force. According to most accounts, even radio programmers were surprised listeners embraced a fully Spanish-language hit at a time when few made the crossover. But those harmonies were irresistible. Teenagers slow danced to it in school gyms, newlyweds played it at receptions, and families heard it drifting from kitchen radios on quiet Sunday mornings. Behind the scenes, multiple labels reportedly fought for the rights as the song climbed charts in countries that didn't even share a language with the band. Its legacy today is that of a timeless love theme that still sparks nostalgia the moment that melody rises. Turn the dial up. This next track set the Barrios sound on fire. Number 8, Together We Can Make Something Happen by Tierra. Coming in at number 8, we hit a groove built on sweet harmonies and East LA soul. Tierra's Together, released in 1973, became their shining moment. It blended R&B, Latin flavor, and street corner romance into something instantly recognizable. Studio lore says the band spent late nights perfecting those harmonies, refusing to settle until the blend felt like butter. And when it hit radio, it struck a chord with anyone searching for hope in a turbulent decade. Imagine cruising Whittier Boulevard at dusk, headlights bouncing off storefronts, the chorus spilling from every passing car. Despite lineup shakeups and behind-the-scenes challenges, Tierra never duplicated the same national buzz. Yet, Together remains their love letter to unity, a gentle anthem that still sparks memories for anyone who lived the era. Different city, same rebel heartbeat. Our next band carried the torch. Number 7, María la Bandida by la Orquesta Aragón. At number 7, Cuba's Orquesta Aragón released a cha-cha that became a cult favorite on both sides of the Caribbean. María la Bandida, though not their biggest international hit, became their U.S. breakthrough. It was a one-hit wonder moment powered by charm and an irresistible rhythmic pull. By most accounts, DJs discovered the track by accident, flipping the record to its B-side during late-night sets. Suddenly, dance floors were packed with couples twirling, dipping, and laughing as that flute line soared above the congas. The band reportedly never expected the song to travel so far, but immigrant communities embraced it as a piece of home. It became the soundtrack of house parties, quinceañeras, and sweaty dance halls where the night seemed endless. One of the top 3 songs literally saved a career, and the story behind this next cut still sparks debate among fans. Number 6, Qué Te Vas by Jeanette. Number 6 arrives like a soft sigh. Jeanette's Qué Te Vas, recorded in 1974, but made famous after appearing in a Spanish film 2 years later, suddenly became unavoidable. Hooray, yet Jeanette never reached that same international scale again. Rumor has it she nearly skipped the original recording session due to nerves, but once she stepped up to the microphone, her fragile, airy voice captured something timeless. Across Spain and Latin America, the single became a bittersweet anthem for anyone navigating heartbreak. Picture teenagers lying on bedroom floors, posters on the wall, small record players spinning as the rain tapped on windows. The song wrapped listeners in a gentle melancholy that lingers even decades later. It remains a cinematic gem forever tied to tender memories and quiet heartbreak. Quick pit stop. If these classics still give you goosebumps, hit like so more Latin fans find this. And stick around because the top tracks are the ones that truly define the decade. Number 5, Cha 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 by Raymond Lefevre. At number 5, French composer Raymond Lefevre delivered an instrumental Latin hit that became a surprising dance floor favorite across Latin America. Cha 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 floated through hotels, lounges, and radio programs throughout the mid-1970s. It was silky, effortless, and far more infectious than anyone predicted. Legend says the arrangement came together in a whirlwind session, written simply to fill space on an album of light orchestral pieces. But that mix of strings and percussion struck a nostalgic nerve. Families played it during Sunday brunch, and older couples danced to it at seaside resorts, gliding across tiled floors beneath soft amber lights. Though Lefevre never charted another Latin-focused success, this elegant instrumental remains a time capsule from an era when orchestral Latin pop ruled the airwaves. We have danced hard enough, now for a slow burn anthem that hits the gut. Number 4, Cuando Salí de Cuba by Luis Aguilé.
Cuando salí de Cuba, dejé.
Number 4 brings emotion wrapped in velvet. Luis Aguilé's Cuando Salí de Cuba, released in the late 1960s but still soaring through the 1970s, became a defining homesickness anthem. It connected deeply across Latin communities. Aguilé recorded plenty after it, yet nothing matched its cross-cultural impact.
Dejé mi vida, dejé mi amor.
Rumors say he wrote the track in a single burst of inspiration, capturing the ache of leaving home in just a few lines. Whether listeners had left Cuba, Puerto Rico, Mexico, or a small hometown, they felt the weight of his words. Picture abuelas humming it in kitchens,
Enterrado mi corazón.
families gathering around record players, or travelers gripping their suitcases as the melody echoed in their minds. It was a song that made distance feel universal. If that tugged at the heart, the next one lights up the dance floor again. Number 3, Cuéntame by María Ostiz. Cracking the top 3, María Ostiz delivered a folk pop gem with Cuéntame, a track radiating warmth and quiet power. Released in 1975, it became a surprise hit and reportedly revived her career after years of limited radio play. This is the one that literally saved a career. Listeners connected instantly with her gentle delivery. It felt like sitting with someone who understood your worries, your hopes, and your past. In living rooms across the Spanish-speaking world, families listened together, letting the lyrics settle like evening light. Even though María Ostiz continued performing, Cuéntame became her signature moment. A one-hit Latin wonder in the international sense, but an emotional landmark nonetheless. Turn up the volume. Our number 2 track arrived with swagger. Number 2, La Bamba 70 by Los Moonlights. At number 2, Uruguay's Los Moonlights reimagined a classic. Their early 1970s version, La Bamba 70, fused rock, soul, and Latin pop into a rendition that briefly exploded before the band slipped into cult favorite territory. Behind the scenes, there was friendly chaos. Sessions reportedly involved nonstop partying, spontaneous horn lines, and debates over how modern the arrangement should sound. The result was a joyous burst of energy that felt like a street festival bursting from your stereo. Picture it blasting from transistor radios on the beach, kids dancing barefoot in the sand, waves breaking just beyond the speakers. La Bamba 70 proved even the most familiar song can become brand new if you bring enough spark. Our number 1 track split critics at release and then conquered the world. Number 1, Brazil by the Ritchie family. Taking the crown at number 1, Brazil by the Ritchie family delivered pure disco carnival magic. Released in 1975, the track fused Latin percussion, soaring vocals, and orchestral flair. Some critics at first called it too extravagant. But dancers knew better. When that beat dropped, the world belonged to the dance floor. Studio insiders say the producers obsessed over every detail, layering strings, brass, and percussion until the track felt like a full parade marching from the speakers. Clubs from New York to Miami to Mexico City embraced it. Glitter, feathers, flashing lights, and joy. Brazil turned every night into celebration. Even though the Ritchie family scored other successes, this was the lightning strike. A one-hit Latin wonder in spirit and a global dance force in sound.